Ladies and gentlemen, this is a CNN article, and they're finding out that Trump was actually president, and he has executive privilege. And that, God forbid, he can actually use the executive privilege, like every president before him, to shield conversations, especially when he hasn't committed a crime. You would have to have committed a crime to pierce the executive privilege shield that every president has. But here's CNN, Trump's secret court fight to stop grand jury from getting information from his inner circle. Not really a secret court fight. What they're doing is, what Trump is doing and his legal team is what they're doing is they're saying, look, there was no crime committed. Nobody has been indicted. Therefore, nobody has a right to conversations the president has with his lawyers and attorneys and cabinet members. And so, yes, a terrible thing took place that fateful day in January. Interestingly enough, Democrats don't seem to care at all. And I support the cause of why people peacefully demonstrated all throughout that summer. But $1 to $2 billion in property damage, 19 lives lost, 45,000 arrests, and $1 to $2 billion in property damage. Morally superior, highly educated, wonderful liberal Democrats don't care at all. Kinzinger and Cheney, who voted alongside Trump over 80% of the time in Congress, they don't care at all. So it's called hypocrisy. They've redefined the word hypocrisy. They've renamed it into another word called whataboutism. But it's actually called hypocrisy. If you stand upon virtues, yet you ignore terrible events, calamities, catastrophes that just for political interest, just for purely politics, political expediency, political utility. If you say, well, this calamity suits me in terms of politics, or I'm just going to look the other way, while at the same time harping on one day associated with Trump, you're a hypocrite. There's an insidious, almost diabolical, type of focus on one event while you're ignoring an entire summer where every day you had something similar or worse than that event. But here, Trump reportedly tried to block information from DOJ grand jury in court. Yeah, he wasn't that's Forbes. He wasn't indicted with a crime. So hit subscribe to this channel, ladies and gentlemen. Also, we're zooming past, we're almost at 199,000 subs. Watch the shorts. I think the shorts are helping on this channel. My YouTube rep was 100% right. She told me to do shorts, and I did. I've done 2 shorts already. Watch both shorts. And definitely watch the short with the Honorable James Comey talking. And then watch the short with me bench pressing or dumbbell pressing 110 pounds each hand. But I have a very important segment on H.A. Goodman's other channel today. So hit subscribe there. And I will be doing a stock market crash segment on the stock market crash channel. Hit subscribe there as well. But if you want to give a super thanks to this segment, you can also do a super thanks. Give a super thanks for the shorts also. So if you enjoy the weightlifting, or if you enjoy the Honorable James Comey basically saying that Trump has been cleared, that would be fantastic. But anyway, hit subscribe. The issue here is, and I'll have a live stream tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, at around 8:30 p.m. Pacific. The issue here is that you would have to have committed a crime. The reason that Richard Nixon resigned before getting impeached is that he actually committed a crime. He actually did obstruct justice, primarily because there was indeed a criminal act of a break-in linked to him. In fact, when you have John Dean going after Trump, which is interesting, John Dean was paying off people at the behest of Nixon. And then now he's judging Trump but that's another story. But you had a plot to cover up an actual crime in Watergate. Okay? And you had a certain portion of audio tape that's still missing, but Nixon's audio tapes and his conversations were fair game for prosecutors or Congress, A, because he taped all his conversations, but B, because there was an actual crime. They haven't even found a crime yet with Trump. They haven't even found a crime that they could say he committed in a court of law. They are desperate. They have only contempt and disdain for Trump. They are desperate to get him. And every single time there's this new obsession. So, for example, they already have every single document at Mar-a-Lago. Merrick Garland said that. I'm not saying that. Merrick Garland said that. They have every document. They've already read every document. The special master is there just to give Trump back his passports or whatever. He already got back his passport, but he's like, I think they took my will. So his will and testament and all, it's like, so the special master is there to give him back everything that they took. They just took everything they could, all those boxes, and who knows what else they took. The special master is there to give what is rightfully his, or what he owns back to him. Okay. They have all the classified data. They have all the top secret intelligence. He could have declassified, or he did declassify everything as president, and he had the power to do so. And you could see that within the description section, all the articles. But they could have indicted him. They know the laws, the legal statutes. They know what he had. They know he removed it from the Oval Office. They removed these documents from the Oval Office. But there's no precedent, because other presidents have done similar things or the same thing. You had Bill Clinton with a sock drawer full of top secret and classified data. But they were in the form of audio tapes. So what Trump should have done is simply put everything on audio tape and said, well, these are private. Because the judge in a court actually ruled that Bill Clinton, oh, finally somebody ruled in my favor. Bill Clinton the classified data and top secret intelligence was actually personal records, because they were conversations detailing, sensitive and top secret and classified data, but they were conversations that he recorded of himself talking about these things, these sensitive topics. And he recorded himself because he was in the process of writing a book. And he stored the tapes next to his underwear in a drawer. Okay. And a court said, you know what, he's a former president, and his tapes, that's fine. He can store this classified data, because what he was talking about was classified. And next to his undergarments. Okay. President Obama, they said, that when Trump said, yeah, he took classified data, he still has classified data outside the U.S. government. Oh my God, you had all wrong. How dare Trump lie about President Obama? The National Archives, this is not true. This is not true. The National Archives never once explained how 30 million documents, 30 million documents were read. Okay? Press statement in response to media questions about presidential records. So here, September 23rd, 2020, the National Archives, library holds records from the Obama administration and is least controlled, managed, and exclusively. They located in Illinois, by the way. Oh, but that's okay. It's located in a suburb of Chicago, but it's managed by the National Archives. Well, gee, must be nice. Where's the Mar-a-Lago headquarters of the National Archives for Trump? Ain't gonna happen. Okay, the Obama Foundation. Now I remove these records at the end of President Obama's administration. Still don't explain how 30 million documents were read. 30 million. Okay? And then you get Business Insider. Trump baselessly claims President Obama was allowed to. But 30 million documents? And then People. Did President Obama illegally take 30 million pages of documents to Chicago? And, of course, it's wrong. Trump being mean and wrong again. But the question remains. Nobody has ever answered. The National Archives hasn't answered how long it took to read 30 million. It is said that about 30 million pages of unclassified records, excuse me, were transferred to a NARA facility. You'd have to be an imbecile to believe that 30 million pages were transferred to a facility in Chicago, and they're running this for President Obama, and there's no classified data there. How about there are hundreds of thousands or millions of pages that will never see the light of day, were absolutely classified, and of course the system helps a president, a former president. And with Trump, it's like, boxes, man. So we had 15 boxes that he already gave, and now 15 they took, and they're making a big deal of this. And we're not even getting to the Clinton transferring and siphoning classified data outside the U.S. government. By the way, I want a Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump 2024. Hillary should run. I'd vote for Trump, obviously, but I want everyone on the left to vote for Hillary Clinton again. They'll do it in 2 seconds if they're told to. Anyway, give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. Former President Trump, did not commit a crime. Therefore, he can use executive privilege. Gee, funny how that works. When you're a president and you can actually use executive privilege to block partisan prosecutors and DOJ officials and bureau officials from going after your private conversations. Okay, sorry, he was president, and he didn't commit a crime. And if he had committed a crime, he would have been indicted immediately. It's their life's mission. Do you understand? It is the mission. It is the soul, the spirit, the lifeblood of the morally superior among us to get Trump. Meanwhile, we have, let's see, I have a segment on H.A. Goodman's other channel talking about a nuclear confrontation with you-know-who and a recession. But gee, at least Trump isn't tweeting. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now. I'll be here tonight.